Gaming has always been a platform for both realism and surrealism. Sometimes you want to be a Premier League footballer or a soldier in the middle of a battle, recreating moments of glory. Other times, you want to escape the mundane realities and embrace the unrealistic, whether that's protecting llamas or building pigeon nests. Sometimes you want to live your best weird life. I'm Joe, and here are 10 weird games you can play on Antstream Arcade. Number 10, WizKid. Become a bouncing green ball and defend the world in this 1992 Amiga side-scroller. That's a totally normal thing to do, right? The wizard Wiz has a colour-sucking enemy who has turned the brightly coloured Wiz world into a dreary planet. Restore the colour by defeating enemies and looting colour from their corpses. Upgrade the ball by shooting enemies and collecting bubbles. These upgrades are a must if you're going to get through this wacky wizarding Wizball world. Number 9, Mama Llama. The first of several Jeff Minter games on the list, and that man could make some weird games. Mama Llama is a 1985 release on the C64. It's pretty standard stuff. Protect 3 llamas from an alien invasion. Any of the 3 llamas can be killed, but the game is over if Mama Llama dies. Choose your wave and then advance through waves as more and more aliens descend on you. This one's all kinds of bizarre. It took me a while to get to grips with it, but it's so wonderfully weird that once I started, I found it really difficult to put it down. Number 8, Ancipital. Another Jeff Minter game. Trust me, this will not be the last. Ancipital is a 1984 C64 game with no storyline that I can discern. A strong start for a weird game entry, and we're here for it. You play the role of what we think is a yak, but this yak walks on 2 legs and shoots its enemies with bananas. Jeff Minter has raised a lot of questions. Your banana projectiles change as you progress, and each level is themed. Because why have only one type of weird? Number 7, Wheelie. A bike game. With a difference. Trapped in a nightmare park, you must find an escape before taking on the Ghost Rider. Told you it was different. There's the standard obstacles to overcome, such as ramps and school buses, but it's the mythical mutant hedgehogs, mutant kangaroos, and much more that make Wheelie a 1983 vision of racing weirdness on the ZX Spectrum. Number 6, Revenge of the Mutant Camels. Our third Jeff Minter entry in this list is the 1984 Amiga and C64 release. Not content with making yaks and llamas the focus of his work, Minter created the wonderful Mutant Camel series, starting with Attack of the Mutant Camels. But it's Revenge of the Mutant Camels that I fell in love with. The support camel who mimics your movement, and the enemies that include umbrellas and drink machines make this a typically mad Minter experience. Number 5, Hover Bother. Don't you just hate it when you want to mow your lawn and your mower doesn't work? Well, now you can relive that stress and adventure in this 1983 C64 game from Llamasoft, programmed by, you guessed it, Jeff Minter. To get around the pesky problem, you simply steal your neighbour's mower and get on with your garden chores. Mow as much as you can without getting caught. Simple, right? Think again. After all, 80s gaming was anything but simple. Number 4, Potty Pigeon. Poor Percy the pigeon needs 10 twigs to build his nest, but these twigs are scattered to the winds on the road that is full of cats and cars. The sky is full of planes and other birds, and it's a tough life being a pigeon. Swoop down and get the twigs whilst avoiding all the hazards. Of course, you won't go into this road battle empty-handed. You're armed with eggs to drop on your foes below. You can only carry 1 twig at a time though, so completing this will take some perfect pigeon precision. Number 3, Toilet Trouble. Meet Zach. Zach has fallen down the loo, and you need to help him escape, grabbing toilet roll on the way. Prepare for 20 screens of toilet-based action, but don't spend too long on any one screen or poor Zach will become delirious. Being trapped in a toilet would do that to anyone. Everything that isn't a toilet roll is deadly to touch, and Zach is one speedy snail, so don't expect this one to be easy to master. Number 2, Paradise and Microdot. Released as part of the 10-pack Volume 2, this 1985 text-based adventure on the Spectrum is possibly one of the oddest games I've come across. I love a text-based adventure game, so I had to fire this one up and check it out. Trapped in a microdot and accompanied by a disembodied head, you have to escape by solving puzzles to reach the secret object. Trying to sort the meaningless from the meaningful can be a bit of a challenge as you're bombarded with puzzles and riddles to keep you on your toes. One thing's for certain, it'll never get boring. And number 1, Weird Dreams. Another classic you're trapped and must escape entry to round off the list. Weird Dreams is a 1988 Amiga release with both action and puzzle elements. Demon has trapped you in your own subconscious, and you must find 4 orbs to break free. With such levels of weirdness as feeding a wasp cotton candy and beating up totem poles with fish from the sky, this one is sure to leave you scratching your head. Well, that's 10 weird retro games I've found, and if there's one thing for sure it's that the 80s have a lot to answer for. I know there's more out there though, so let us know in the comments down below the weirdest discovery you've found on Antstream, and make sure you check out AntstreamArcade.com for more. See you next time!